Welcome back. Here I am. Totally stuck. Seeing what we can see. Just want to get a pretty wide variety of games. Some of these probably I'll upload, some of them I won't. Probably won't upload the one where I got 1 kill and died 8 times and our team as a whole went 2 and 50. But we'll see. This one looks like it's Martel is really good, depending on if he decides to troll in that Decimus or not. Cure, not great, pretty good, very decent. Disappointment, kind of disappointing. These guys are no names. I mean, they could be somebody good. Again, that's the sort of the process you go through at the beginning of every game, especially when you're used to the server. Hey, I'm gonna type to this guy. Yeah, always let him know. Let him know the dealio. I'll see this guy. Yeah, like I was saying, you get used to the people on your server. I actually just use a little bit of strafe there, and I think in one of the earlier videos I make the excellent point that when you're starting out, you should not opt into sit and poop in each other's mouths conflicts like that. Since you probably won't win them. I was kind of lucky to come out of that. Oh, at least I got the drop on him. If you actually, this is not known by many people, if you hold down shift and a direction key, like a WASD, you will strafe back and forth to the side, which I'm pretty sure the effect is greater on gunships than on other ships. It appears greater when you're, wow, that guy's just not gonna react in any way. That's depressing. Hey, bomber away from the action. So now he has a choice of dropping his stuff, in which case I run away. And now he's dropped a bunch of stuff. Oh, he still hits with a seeker. That's fine. He's dropped a bunch of stuff in a place that's not very useful. So even though I'm not going to go back and engage him on top of his stuff, which would be suicide, I forget how much engine barrel roll costs nowadays. That's actually kind of a bad idea on my part. Generally, I was playing it safe because I know there are flash fires in this game that have very quickly locking cluster missiles, but generally you want to see the red border around that lock-on triangle appear before you use your barrel roll or whatever to get out of the way. If you blow it too early, it sort of opens you up to another missile lock right after you've broken it. It's taking you out of position. It's just, you know, you don't necessarily need to do it right away. In fact, it's better if you don't do it right away, since it's an important resource. If you can dodge around something, break the lock, you know, manually, that is always ideal. You should always prefer that. And we're just gonna wait until 5,000. Hey, hey, no! I killed it! I killed the seeker mine. Why is there still a seeker mine? Oh. You can fail to hit this guy, I guess. Eventually we'll get it. Yeah. Oh, did he kill the other guy that he was fighting? That's depressing. But he's ignoring me now. So, one trick, tried and true, of flying with a stock ship is that you hit somebody a bit, get them mad at you, they fly at you, and then you run away. And you just keep a watch. If you look at the upper right corner there, I think I mentioned this in another video too. You can see who your enemy has targeted, and you just wait. You can run away, annoy them, until who the enemy has targeted is no longer you.
Here we go.
And at that point, it's game time. You just turn right around, and they're not looking at you anymore, they're not targeting you anymore, and you can safely come back and put missiles up their butt. This also is an important thing to note with gunships. Flying straight at it. Oh god, I don't have enough energy to barrel roll. I'm gonna die. I'm not good. Dying to bad flash fires is always embarrassing. The thing about flash fire is that even if your bad cluster missiles give you almost guaranteed DPS, since they lock really, really quickly. Yeah, that was greedy on me, on my part. I shouldn't have gone for that gunship like I did. Like I was saying, you can run straight at a gunship if you see its ass. Again, like if you look at that picture, even though in my actual screen he's so far away that he's really tiny, I can see which way he's facing, so I know that he's not facing me, and so it's safe for me to take a really slow direct attack run. I took a little bit of damage because he had feedback shield, but not even enough to break through the shields on a stock scout is feedback shield, so nothing really to worry about. If he was facing me like he was earlier, that's when it's a bad idea, because that gives him a free shot. You can play the RNG game, you know, roll the dice, see if you're lucky today, punk, when you have full evasion builds on a scout, but there are people shooting at me, so I'm just gonna run. But if you haven't done so yet, if you're still underleveled, if you're still just new to the game, you probably don't want to do that. You don't want to play those games. They'll be able to hit you almost certainly if you're flying straight at them. You know, just don't give things to people. Like that gunship. I gave that to him. Who was it? Oh, it wasn't even a gunship. It was just a railgun sentry drone. Oh well. Did we get him? No. So I don't really want to go back there again because they're railgun sentry drones. But this guy will come around too slowly. Karlth is good enough to probably kill me.
Taking damage.
And instead of barrel rolling, I just kept boosting. Got out of his range. Hey, one nice thing about these yellow guys is that they completely refill your missiles. One of the big limitations of rocket pods is that they have... We're running low on energy, so I'm just going to pop the energy thing. One of the limitations of rocket pods is that you only get about 40 of them, and you run through them pretty quickly. I also showcased one more way to break missiles, is just boost directly at the other person's face. If you make sharp turns, if you boost suddenly, all those can cause a person to... Not worth it. He barrel rolled away, so he will be out of the engagement for some time. Unless he's using my trick and he's going to come back around. So this person's using Hydrospanner. Hydrospanner is incredibly bad. If he used RI, running interference, his shields wouldn't even be down. If he had not used Hydrospanner, he might have lived. But instead, he died. What a disappointment. He was not looking at me, but his bomber friend was. So we'll see if we can't sneak around the back here. No, he's looking at me now. They're all looking at me. Let's just run back to where we have friends. Because people will chase us. People will always chase you. That's a nice thing. If somebody sees two ships in the opening screen, hey, there's that useless Hydrospanner ticking away again. If people see two ships in the opening, they will often think free kill, and they will chase you. And you can just take them many places you want them to go. You can show them the world. Railgun safety drone. Don't want to be there. Don't want to be there. Sentry safety, same thing. So if there's a nice little setup by your buddies, like this minefield here, all you do is just run back to it when people start shooting at you. It's not glorious. You won't be getting all the kills, but your team will, and you'll win. Isn't that what's really important? I think it is. Yep. Yay, kill stealing. I mean, securing. Ah! Yeah, so you might want to be a little careful when you're moving into enemy territory like that. Let's run back to the little repair drone. I'm being lazy in this. I probably could have stayed over there, gotten somebody else, but playing it safe, probably better. I was gonna go for that damage overcharge, but it's better that Martel got it. He's in a much better ship. He's probably gonna end this with like 20 kills. The enemy team is not as good as in the last few games, mostly due to the lack of one or two good players. That's one of the things about this mode, is that there are so few. Oh, Carl has switched to Scout to try and kill me. And he's hunting only me. So this is when we use cover to go slow and replenish our engine. Then shoot out of the cover in a totally different direction. Up, and the minefield is gone, which is non-ideal. Air drone's still there though. Well, let's see what we can do. Even so. Hey, we have a gunship over here. That's nice. And he's gonna attack the gunship instead of me, which meant I could have helped if the gunship hadn't handled it all on their lonesome. Well, Carl's being in a scout means that it's slightly safer to be over on this side of the map since there's no more bomber he was in. They just killed who they were shooting at, so now they're coming for me, which is bad. So I immediately turn tail. One trick when you're being chased is to get behind something, then stop using your X key. Make sure that you don't stop in a place where other people have line of sight on you, but if you know there's nobody on the other side of it, it's safe. Yeah, not terrible. Not the best hit. Not the best damage. I was 4th in damage on the team. But yeah. I think I went through the components at the beginning of the video, but I can do it at the end of the video too, just to confirm any doubters, doubting Thomases. Yeah, notice I was 3rd in kills despite being very solidly 4th in damage, and part of that is because I was kill stealing like an animal, which is maybe not the best way to play, but sometimes a satisfying one. Oh, oops, I have to skip through the cutscene again because I haven't done anything on this. Yeah, as you can see, stock. Yeah, thus ends another episode. Have a good day.